Hello and welcome. I love you. Thank you for joining me here on my channel. Today I've got denser energy coming through as something that is trying to persuade me that I am doing wrong by living in my light. This energy is outside of myself. It says no, but I still have shadow work to do, which means I still have dark parts within inside my own being that are expressing themselves in their raunchy form. Being transparent is where I'm at. We're not supposed to ever, I don't think we're ever supposed to be able to eliminate the shadow. What we are supposed to be able to do is live fully in the light without our darkness interfering in the truth of who we really are. I have the 7 of Pentacles coming out. So this has been a portal of darkness. It's the void. It is a space and place used for creation. As I exit this portal, as we exit this portal, we are given the opportunity to bloom in consciousness. For me, the rose symbolizes consciousness, and I've just learned that it also symbolizes Athena. I have a bouquet of roses, roses as wallpaper. I have this tealy frequency down here, and this has been the frequency of the love of what is being termed or coined New Earth. And now, there's not really going to be a separation. There are going to be people residing in a frequency of love and people residing in a frequency of not love. What's on my chair? Oh, okay. I'm really cold at the moment. Can I get my blanket? Okay. So, this has been a long journey to bring the dark and the light into alignment so that it's a time in the light, a time in the dark, a time in the light, a time in the dark. This is how we awaken to the expanded consciousness. We take our time, however long we have to stay in the dark. Mine has been longer than others. What I didn't realize is when I was having my time in the dark, I had outside frequencies. Okay, no, let me start again. When I was doing my shadow work, I didn't detangle from others before I did that work. So what I didn't understand is I wasn't only clearing my shadow, but I was clearing the shadow of everyone I was attached to. Now, we get attached to certain people for different kinds of reasons. And something tried to leave or come in right there. So, okay, I lost my train of thought, and this happens with channeling. So I'm just going to go to the next one. I'm just going to go in the next thought. The next thought is she's a redhead. So this brings in this journey through this dark tunnel is a rare opportunity. And then she's dressed up. She's wearing a dress with combat boots, so she knows she was at war. But she's still trying to reside in a delicate frequency. Her dress is nude. She's still being vulnerable. And she's paying attention to what she is creating with her head down. 7 of materials. Now, I did notice, too, her boots are untied. And she's almost showing off the fact that she's ready to take off of her boots. She's pulling up her dress, and you can see her boots, and you can see the fact that there are laces. This is all new channeling for this card, 7 of Pentacles. It's coming along with the 9 of Pentacles. 9 of materials in this deck. It's coming out with, you've done this work. You've planted these roses, and the universe is rewarding you with more of the same. The roses are going to shower down on you because you have been bold enough to open yourself up to receive. Now we have succulents in this card, and like right here and right here. Now, succulents are supposed to be something that's really easy to grow, but you can either grow them or you really don't know how to. Which is the case for me. So it's supposed to be something that you can just leave alone, that takes barely any care. This is a reward that doesn't need barely any of your attention. You're just going to receive it. It doesn't matter. The darkness and the light are going to reconfigure themselves into circles of protection around you. Where this is just a straight road ahead. This feels like the Gravitron. Was that what it was called? Where you go in the thing and the floor drops out? It always felt like it was really big once you started moving. Once you started moving in the Gravitron and you stuck to the wall, your perception is shifted and it feels like it elongates and that it goes up in a circular fashion. That's I don't know how many of you remember the Gravitron. I don't know if it's still available today. It was one of my favorites. I'm not sure if that's an aloe or a snake plant. Is it a snake plant? No. And then we have another kind of flower here that's like very into the feminine. It's a pinky sacral color. A pinky orange color. This is one of the higher chakras. I don't know if it's like 9, 11. No. 9. No. 11. One of those. So this is being independent after you created from a space of darkness. This is So from my own story, from my own understanding, when I was in the void, when I was creating what I thought I wanted, I was creating from a place of wounded perspective. This looks like you've given that all up. This looks like the wounded perspective has been freed, and we now created from the truth of what we really wanted. This is a 17, and it's all pentacles. No, sorry, this is a 16. This is a 16 in pentacles, which is like tower energy. The slate has been wiped clean in the real world so that you can live freely in your expanded consciousness. Woo! I love you. Let's see. Can I have a... That's the masculine energy for me. That's the masculine with inside the own self. Now I'm going to look at the feminine energy. Can I have one card for feminine energy? Four Swords. You were the sacrificial lamb. You took the time to heal. You took the time to have many different mental perspectives stuck to you, sent to you. Ooh. Clearly, these swords were sent with a dark intention. You have... When you were in this void, you realized that you were the light. There's a star shining really bright on this. There's one that shines brighter than the rest. And I want to say that that's this right here. This third eye of this sacrificial lamb. This may be for your family line. This may be for your friends group. You were the only one that ever took the blame. You're the only one to speak up and say, I don't think it's like that. You were the only one to say, I don't like how that makes me feel. I don't like those actions towards me. The king, the father of wands. The father of wands, the snake. The snake is always representative as a nasty energy, but we must tame that beast within us to be able to be the sacrifice, because everybody has all the same energies available to them. It's how they communicated with the lightning strike. That lightning strike is Zeus. And then this wand right here, usually the wands are shown with growth. But this wand is just light through the darkness. This is a feared frequency has been overturned by witnessing the 4 pillars of your mental state and choosing to see this as a lighted action. This energy helped you get out of a dark space into an abundant place. The 9 of Pentacles is pre-Empress status. This helped you elevate into a frequency of light and truth, because this is a pure animal. This is an innocent being also within her, what did I say? Vulnerability, her nudeness. A rare find for somebody to be able to go into the dark and shine their truth and exit that darkness saying, no, I won't have it that way any longer. I choose to heal. And then in the middle, this is cold. We had a 16, so now we have a 20. But in the middle, it's 11. It's 7, the high priestess. This was a spiritual journey. This was a spiritual test. Oh, to bring you into everything you were meant to be in this real world. Queen of Pentacles. On the bottom of the deck, I have the 7 of Pentacles again. This one is a little bit different. It's still a path. But on this one, you can see the dark energies that were sent to the path to trip you up. And then instead of having 4 swords, we have 8 swords. And this is my shadow deck. So we were building from a toxic mental state. We were creating our life from mental distortion. And we were like, whoa, I'm not getting anywhere. I want to create my life from a wounded space. Exactly what I was saying earlier. Exactly what I was saying earlier. I love when it comes out like that. I love when it comes out as the same energy, but, well, this is doubled. This is a double down. We have decided that we are not going to remain in a mental state of confusion, barbed, letting other people. This is the subconscious. Subconsciously, we were mentally creating havoc for ourselves. We decided to move into a conscious state of creation by taking our healing seriously. We entered into a space where we consciously, this is consciously, understand the power of who we truly are, the power we have to see through the dark, to create in the void, the power we have to take our seat at the throne. High Priestess, she's the highest spiritual feminine. And then the Queen of Pentacles in the subconscious mind. To allow ourselves to be the truth of what we were supposed to become in this real world, instead of creating from a mental distortion. We are now nurturing, kind, caring. We are, I don't know what she's got. In this side, it looks like a jewel, or this side, she looks more relaxed. So in the conscious mind, she looks prim and proper. And in the subconscious mind, she looks more relaxed. She looks like she's has zero qualms about who she is at all. She knows what she's here to do and what she's here to create. She has uncovered her woundedness from a mental state, her mind state, and how she was creating actions towards the path of what she wanted to create in this real world were obstructed. So she cleared that slate so she could create from the place of nurture, the place of abundance, the place of being grounded in the real world and magnetizing to her everything she knows she deserves as the high priestess. Masculine, feminine, feminine, masculine's all energy. We all have all energy in us at all times. There was something else I was going to say there, but it's not coming through. What's on the bottom? What did I split on? We're coming home. Oh, shoot. Okay. The Four of Wands and the Devil wanted to come out. So the Four of Wands is our subconscious being the journey home for me. The Four of Wands is the journey home, the journey back to self, the transformation from something you once were into something you now are. This is regeneration energy for me. And the Devil is in the conscious mind because we know at any given moment, because we used to be in this energy, what we create can bring in a frequency of woundedness. Now, this woundedness also comes with the Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, Nine of Swords. And this brings us to a 999 energy, which is like divinity for me. It is the space and place where you touch the truth of your light, where you become 100% integrated into the light and the truth that you are. I know that might not be what 999 means for everybody else, but this is my reading. And this is how I read energy. And this is how I've come to the space and place inside my own story where I am able to now express the truth of my light. There are people that still project darkness onto me, but I understand and I'm aware that that just means that there is a space inside me that believes they have the power to do that. Something left when I said that. So all we have to do is witness this shit inside of ourselves and we can elevate. So if you are creating a story, if you keep winding up in a story that you do not appreciate, know that you created it from a space of mental torment. You created it from the thoughts in your mind that are like, we all do it. We all do it. You have to reprogram yourself. Like, oh, this is going to fail. Big one. This is never going to work out for me. Big one. I'm not sure I can do this. Like, whatever. Those are all devil energy whispering in your ear, trying to steer you off course from getting freed. Getting your blessings from the universe for taking the time and going within, taking the time and healing your mind, reprogramming your mind, allowing your emotions to express fully, because if we hold on to those emotions, then they can be used against us. People can manipulate us based on our emotional maturity. And this brings us into a true understanding of our spiritual nature, our spiritual nurture. We are nurturing our spirituality by clearing out our mind and clearing out our emotional field, which is kind of like the heart space. And it's okay if you haven't crossed the finish line, because the finish line keeps moving. Just know that the finish line keeps moving. And as long as you are expressing at your 999 frequency, I have 7 on the table too. And I have 4 on the table too. 4 for me is releasing secrets. 7 is realizing that we hold the capacity to be divine. And then 999, what I said. Right there. You're right there. You're right there. That you are at the finish line. All you have to do is believe you are healed, because you've done the work to exit the tunnel of darkness. It is always safe to go back in and come back out, and go back in and come back out, and go back in and come back out, because this energy is always going to try to prevent you from being the fullness of who you truly came here to be, especially when you get into your priestess status. I'm going to leave it here for today. My name is April. I love you. I hope you enjoy my stellar reading. Take care.